Did you know that the rich are multiplying their wealth right now, while most people just watch the crisis come? Do you want to know the secret that they don't tell anyone? What is the biggest obstacle that is preventing you from achieving financial freedom today? Leave your answer in the comments, because in the next 30 seconds I will reveal to you how you can start investing like the rich, even with little money. Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer, even when the market is unstable? The economy is shaking or the crisis seems to be lurking. The answer does not lie in a magic formula or in investments that are beyond your reach. It lies in self-directed investment strategies, tactics that you can learn to use right now to guarantee your own financial future without depending on banks, brokers, or fund managers. And the best part, you can start with little. Today, I will show you 5 investments that the rich use to multiply their wealth, and that you can also start applying in your financial life today. But first, if you're the type of person who prefers to wait for a perfect opportunity or thinks that the game is only for those who already have money, I want to ask you to rethink that. The secret is to learn to play with intelligence, patience, and a long-term vision. Because at the end of the day, the biggest difference between the rich and most people is not how much money they have, but how they manage what they have. And that's what we're going to talk about now. The first investment I want to share with you is what many call a long-term strategy, but which has everything to do with autonomy and freedom: self-directed retirement accounts. In the United States, this is known as a self-directed IRA and is one of the smartest ways to make your money work for you while you relax and think about your future. It works like this. Instead of depending on a bank or a retirement fund with fixed and limited returns, you can control where to put your money, whether in real estate, stocks, cryptocurrencies, startups, or even your own business. And the most interesting thing, in Brazil we also have similar options such as self-managed pension funds where you can invest in a diversified portfolio without having to rely on a bank manager. Now you may be thinking, but how do I get started if I don't have that much money to invest? The key is to think big, but start small. Investing with a long-term vision doesn't mean starting with millions. It can mean making small monthly contributions and starting to build a portfolio that, over the years, multiplies. It's like your retirement is a plant. You start with a seed and over time, you water and care for it so that it grows. But you need to be the gardener, the one responsible for your own financial security in the future. The second secret investment of the rich is the concept of self-directed investment clubs. This is a model that the financial elite loves because it combines the best of both worlds, the power to invest intelligently, but with the strength of a network. How does it work? You join other people who share the same goal and start investing collectively. The group decides where to invest. It could be in real estate, stocks, startups, or even other types of alternative assets, and together they make strategic decisions. Here, the most important thing is that you are not alone. Instead of following the recommendations of a bank or fund that only wants your commission, you have the power to decide together with other people who have the same vision of growth. And you know what the rich know that you haven't learned yet. Building a support network is essential to thriving, and you can start your own investment club with friends, family, or other people who share this goal of achieving financial freedom. Now, if you like a good challenge and are willing to get into the big game, the third investment they use is the famous equity crowdfunding. This is a relatively new model, but it is gaining traction. The concept is simple. You invest in new companies, usually startups, that are not yet on the stock exchange. They are growing, have great potential, but need resources to expand. And that's where you come in. With equity crowdfunding, you become a partner in these companies. And the best part, the initial investment amounts can be affordable, with down payments starting at $1,000, depending on the platform. Remember, the risk is higher, but the rewards are also higher when one of these companies blows up. Many wealthy people do just that. They bet on the future giants before they become mainstream, and over time, they reap the rewards of having believed and invested from the beginning. Moving on to the fourth investment, this is one of the biggest secrets of the elite, the personal or family holding company. It may seem complicated and out of your reach, but it is simpler than you think. A holding company is basically a company that you create to manage your assets in a more strategic and intelligent way. The rich use it all the time to protect their money, pay less taxes, and plan their inheritance more efficiently. And you can too. The great advantage of having a holding company is that you stop being just an individual and become a legal entity, which allows you a series of tax and fiscal advantages. You can control properties, investments, and even businesses within this structure, and all of this in a more efficient way. This strategy is especially important for those who are thinking about leaving assets to their family or planning a comfortable retirement without depending on a traditional fund. Finally, the fifth investment that the rich love and that many ignore because they are unaware of its existence is investing in alternative properties. While most people only think about buying traditional rental properties, the rich look for more innovative opportunities with high returns. This can include commercial properties, properties abroad, land in expansion areas, or even timeshares. They are looking for properties that offer constant cash flow, with little risk and great potential for future appreciation. And the best part, you can also invest in alternative properties without having to buy an entire property, starting with shares in real estate investment platforms. Now, I know all of this may seem like a lot to take in at once, but remember, the secret to the financial success of the wealthy is not just in the assets they own, but in how they take control of their own financial journey. They don't wait for the market to decide for them. They take the reins, study, learn, and do the work, and that's exactly what you need to start doing too. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to wait for the perfect opportunity, or are you going to start putting these strategies into practice? The time to change your financial life is now. Don't wait any longer. The difference between the wealthy and those who have not yet achieved financial freedom is simply the decision to act. So if you really believe that you can transform your financial life, subscribe to the channel now. Share this video with anyone you know who needs to hear this, and start applying the tips I gave you here. Because your financial future starts with what you do today. Remember, you are not too small to achieve great things. The time to turn things around is now.